CBS Sports Special Presentation. Detroit 62 CBS. Big time TV. Now, Detroit 62 CBS, your place for big time sports events, brings you a 62 CBS Spartan Sweet 16 special. All the slams, the jams, and the fans. Hear from the players and coaches as they preview their Sweet 16 matchup. And now, from the Palace of Auburn Hills, your host, Mark Wilson.
Welcome to the Palace of Auburn Hills, the home of the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons have cleared out of here for a week to make way for the college kids. I'm Mark Wilson. We're glad you could join us for our Spartan Sweet 16 special here on Detroit 62 CBS. Should be a fun half hour. You know, we started with 64 teams. We're down to 16. 4 will be here at the Palace for the Midwest Regional, but just 1 got here by bus. That, of course, Tom Izzo's Michigan State Spartans, led by the Big Three, the Flintstones of Mateen Cleaves, Charlie Bell, and Morris Peterson. The opponent, the Syracuse Orangemen. And Jim Boeheim has a very good club up in Syracuse, New York this year. And following that game, it'll be UCLA and Iowa State. But first things first, Michigan State and Syracuse. The Orangemen, with that vaunted zone defense, could cause some problems for Michigan State. And we talked to some of the players about that earlier. You know, of all the guys from Flint and Saginaw and Ohio, maybe it's a couple of Detroiters that are really happy to be here at the Palace this weekend. One is Al Anaganya, and the other is Southfield native, Michigan State forward and Duke transfer, Mike Chappelle.
Bottom line is to have a chance to play for a national championship. And, you know, that's hopefully materializing, you know, with a chance to play against a great Syracuse team at the Auburn Hills. You know, that's a great experience, you know, going home, we get a chance to play in front of family and friends, and, you know, I'm just excited.
We have this saying that, you know, we'll play anybody, anywhere, any place, anytime, you know, and, you know, I think we've just always kept that approach. And, you know, it's great to be playing at home and stuff, but, you know, I guess we just have to go in there ready to play and do the things we've been doing all year.
They have a very good point guard in Jason Hart. He does a good job running this team. Etan Thomas, I think, is one of the best big fellas in the country. He rebounds well, he scores well, he plays hard, and blocks shots, you know. So they have some athletes around the table, too, you know. So they cause a lot of problems because they can score in many ways, you know, and they play tough, hard defense. So it's going to be a dogfight for us.
You can't get caught up in the we got to shoot threes all game type thing. I think you need to penetrate against the zone and still try to work the ball inside out. And, you know, you can always rebound better against the zone too because it's not a man-on-man matchup. So, you know, there's some definite strengths that we can exploit, you know, in the zone.
Syracuse is a very athletic team, but I think, you know, we're very athletic too. And, you know, we have Mateen, me, and Morris. We have a lot of guys, you know, who can hurt the zone. I mean, from the outside or just penetrating. And I think, you know, one of our strengths is offensive rebounding too, and I think we can hurt the zone like that. And we're just going to try to go out there and do the best we can against that zone, and I know we'll do well.
We've worked hard, and, you know, we've done a lot on the off season. We've come in and done all the extra things, and now it's just a matter of going out there and playing a game.
We are now inside the Palace of Auburn Hills, as you can see. All 4 teams had a chance to practice inside the facility. And for Syracuse coach Jim Boeheim, it meant his guys had a little more time to work on their shooting touches. They've been struggling. But if anybody knows how to get a team ready for the Sweet 16, it's Jim Boeheim. 31-19 in the NCAA tournament during his 20-plus years at Syracuse. He and his Orangemen know what it'll take to beat Michigan State tonight.
There's nobody you can not worry about with Michigan State. You know, they're a little bit like us. We have a good balance to our offense. They're a very well-balanced offensive team.
I'm just looking for just a battle just the entire night. You know, I'm hoping that, you know, they'll kind of let us battle a little bit because I've seen them play and I know they're real physical.
I told my coach all along that whoever wins this tournament, you know, it will be the best defensive team. And I feel strongly in my heart that they certainly one of the best. So counting on that, we know they're going to play hard regardless of where we're playing them at.
Well, 2 guys who may know Michigan State and Syracuse better than they know themselves are the guys who will bring you the game tonight, Vern Lundquist and Bill Raftery from CBS. You'll see it, of course, on Detroit 62 CBS. And what is the key for Michigan State tonight? Because we've heard so much, especially, Bill, you know the East so well, about Syracuse zone defense.
Watch me pass this one off.
It's all yours, partner.
We're not really that crazy about one another. They just put us together here. I understand. You realize I lost to Boeheim. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I know.
In those days, you didn't have to worry about any zone or anything intricate when I was coaching at Seton Hall. But Vern has done a number of their games. It's confusing, I think, because they're long. Inside, they've got great coverage in Etan Thomas. So if you penetrate, this is Syracuse, obviously, you don't get the easy shot or the easy look. And with that, they can run, they can get after it, they run off of turnovers. I think that presents a problem when you're not accustomed to it, and I think that's what we've sort of felt in discussing this over the Michigan
But you
State
guys both know, and Vern, you know what a major star like a Mateen Cleaves can do to break that kind of a thing, to break that kind of thing.
Well, you think so. I think it's just a matter of lack of familiarity. And I would expect that throughout the course of the game that they'll solve the puzzle. I would believe Michigan State should be favored, I think they'll win. But I think Syracuse will give them a handful.
Is the X factor maybe Morris Peterson, a guy who can dump a three on you every so often, maybe penetrate a little bit?
Well, I think their experience, and he's part of that, is going to help them considerably. They're a tough-minded team. They're very physical, and you counter the zone with their presence defensively. You don't get easy cuts. You don't get easy penetration. They rebound well. And when they push the basketball before, they do get some easy goals because of the team. So this is a sound team that can put you away at both ends. And I agree with Vern. I think it'll be a tough game, and it'll be decided late.
Guys, you know what it means for Michigan State to be at the Palace. Is it an advantage for them to be here? The crowd will obviously be one.
No. I do think there may be, if they advance and Iowa State gets into the Saturday night game, we may have some confrontations out here because Iowa State.
I saw the Marcus Pfizer clan. They were all here.
But you know, what sort of it was telltale for me, the vendors had green and white on.
I think that's the advantage there, though.
Yeah. I think 80 miles from home is a big advantage.
Boeheim and Izzo. Any advantage there for Jim Boeheim? He's tournament tested, but Tom's getting that way too.
Well, yeah, I think Tommy's a great coach, and I think Jim is a great coach.
Well, I think Tom's got a personality Jim doesn't have. Other than that, one's tall, one's short.
This is the guy who once lost to Boeheim.
I'm looking forward to yucking it up. Vern Lundquist and Bill Raftery, thank you guys, and good luck with the game tonight. We're looking forward to seeing you. We'll have much more on our Sweet 16 Spartan special next, including a look at Michigan State coach Tom Izzo. Don't see me.